and live from Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Look, it's Friday, October 18th. We're exciting. We're on the eve of a Hunting Moon Powwow, and I got with me the head of the host drum, Chago Hale. So we brought him over to make a quick note to tell all the indigenous nations coast to coast we're bringing it here to Milwaukee, and we got some of the best song and dance to come here from coast to coast. You know, we're doing one of our live podcasts from Potawatomi Sportsbook studio. I've known you for a long time, always come from the res, always carries those traditions, so I thought it'd be an honor to have somebody like you come in here and talk about a couple things. One, maybe what did it mean for you to be host drum, and in your years of all the powwow circle, what does Hunting Moon mean to Potawatomis, man? Just in general.
To be host drum, it's just like an honor. We was here last year, and the vibe was just something special. So singing all year and then winning that Carter, and then getting the invite to be host was just like a dream come true. We talked about it, as a group. My brother, told everybody, how proud he is of our hard work, and we're gonna be jamming with the best of the best this weekend. So we had to let our young boys know, you got to bring it 100%, because this is the best of the best this weekend. Dancers, singers. This is like the grand finale of the powwow world right this weekend, and it's gonna be keen, as them Oklahoma people would say.
Oh, I get the chills, Phil, hearing you say it like that, man. It's exciting. I know how much they really look forward to it and are honored in how they sing and the way that they act around that drum, man. So it's just it's amazing. In the history of the Hunting Moon powwows, maybe as a kid, what did you hear about it and growing up, man?
Growing up, and just last year was my actual first time to Hunting Moon. Would get to see videos, pictures, and never got to go, but you could just tell it was one of them special powwows, and I'm like, I gotta go. So finally last year it worked out. But back home, we'd always have, sometimes we'd have, our fall dance sometimes same time. So
yeah,
we had to, make adjustments. But yeah, now that I've got to be up here, yeah, it's something special. The vibe here is just, it's different.
Yeah, I hadn't a chance to experience Hunting Moon, but to see the woodland dancers come out in full force and experience that is, it's just amazing. I know everybody across the country is looking to compete for them jackets, and like you said, Hunting Moon's one of those, seems to be one of the season closers. And
yes,
this year, we've got the casino fully remodeled, redone, ready to go. We've got the Wisconsin Center District is where it's hosted at, and that place got a huge remodel and facelift, so all the construction's done around it. I'm excited to see how many people descend. I think we'll even have more people than we did last year.
Oh man, that would be awesome. And I heard about the cracked floor last year from them woodland dancers. That was something special. I mean, you dancing so hard that we cracked the casino floor last year. That's just
well, and that true story. There's a little small light that may or may not have fell down and made it, and it was it wasn't a safety concern. It was actually a moment of MVP and championness that came out, and it was just a sense of pride. And, man, we danced so hard, we taken down the floor.
Shook the house.
We shook the house, and it was powerful to have it in our event center. It was way overcrowded. We didn't expect, as around that world, they're like, look, you can't turn no drums down. You opened it up, and you can't tell nobody no, and so people were going to come. I think we must have had like 20 drums last year.
Yeah, it was rocking. Every drum brought it last year.
So let's talk about the host drum, man, Little Soldier.
Little Soldier, we've been jamming. Oh heck, I've been jamming with Little Soldier since I was born. My dad and Don and the uncles, all of our uncles, back in the 70s started Little Soldier, and after the creek that runs right through the middle of the res, Little Soldier.
That's right.
And they traveled around, and as we grew up, singing with my dad, we slowly took over Little Soldier and started singing and traveling, and then we met up with the Meskwaki Nation boys and traveled with them for a while, and Little Soldier would still sing here and there, but here past few years, Gubba and myself, he wanted to get another little soldier going again. So we got all the nephews and grandsons of the original little soldier boys. So a lot of the little soldier boys we have now are all, the grandsons of, of Kurt Masquat, Don and Joe Hale, those guys, the original boys. So like round 2, almost, round 3. So it's been exciting. They've come along in the past few years, but not just powwow with little soldier. It carried on to our, our traditional singing with, our big drum dance and our other ways. They have those, taught the boys to just be more involved, in whatever, ways we have, POD or, those, we have our clans, they're all taking part. And then the younger boys below them are seeing the bigger boys, so it's just trickling down. And to see all the youngsters to sing and dance and take part in our traditional ways is what we were shooting for, and it worked.
Man.
And it's a good feeling to see them sing hard, to see them out there dancing. A lot of our youngsters that, started traveling, they're all dancing. More people want to, just travel with us. And it's good to, see other drum groups, with the big families, and that's what we all call it. We're just a big family.
Yeah.
So right now it's the little soldier family, and we just love doing what we do. We love to sing. Our women singers, they took it to a whole new level this year. It was just amazing. They carry us. That's what we say. There's something special. Our women singers, and we was trying to. Always when we go somewhere, maybe sponsor a contest, a backup contest or something if we can, just to give back and show, how much we appreciate getting to travel and share our love. Basically, it's been fun.
Yeah, and I sat in the ceremonies with you guys and heard you sing, rocking that sweat lodge, man. That's something else to experience, man. I love it when I get the opportunity to share that with you guys. And it's not too far from Little Soldier there.
Yeah.
As I grew up, I was named at my grandmother's Paul Jazeep's up there on the Kickapoos at Tabs and Sean's back in 1982. So I was 5 years old, but I pretty much grew up around the Mexicans. We'd always come up and come to the res, and I get to hunt with Connie and Joe Lewis. You remember them on? They were always good to us, and she was a prayer warrior and always good to me as a young. And we'd come up, we'd hunt there, and we'd go Kickapoos, we'd hunt there. We'd be on night excursions with the dogs at night, running and hunting coons and running at night in the middle. It was exciting, just to get out of little Lawrence, Kansas, and dip out. I don't know where we were going. You go to the res. It seemed forever back then from Lawrence, right? It was like a real journey. There wasn't the roads, there wasn't the cops, there wasn't the casinos. It was just kick up dust, man. And you get to come out. You could enjoy yourself hunting and walk and run around all up on the Kickapoos and enjoy stuff. And that's where my grandma usually stayed, up there at that place, man. And to that end, we're having a contest for her this weekend.
Yeah.
Laura Mae Jazeep Shukto class. So big honor for my family. She passed in 2008, and me and you were talking about it the other night, and I felt like she, for first time in a long time, she came to see me.
Good.
Like that, had that feeling like that, man. Because God, time flies. You think of 2008, damn near, 15
Everybody's
plus
coming
years.
to Hunting Moon this year.
All right. I like 50. Everybody's got. That's what I love
all
it, man.
dimensions.
I love it. Yeah, I got a couple relatives coming down too, and but no, we're. I'm excited that you guys are host drum with that. She would have loved to. She would have loved to seen that coming up here and being a part of that with Little Soldier here at Potawatomi. I think that what I've noticed in the city, not everybody really knows Potawatomi. You're in such a big metropolis here. I was just kind of surprised. I would just thought it was no. I mean, people, a lot don't even recognize that Potawatomi is a tribe. You would think that wouldn't be the case in a big city like this, but it is. So for us to have this casino here on the property and to on traditional lands and bring back this huge hunting moon ceremony for us is it's excitement and a chance for us to share with the city what the Potawatomi culture is, because you come from Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation in Kansas.
Yeah.
And we got maybe talk about some of the bands you've traveled around to. A lot of them.
Yeah, there's all amongst Wisconsin, Michigan, up in Canada, Oklahoma, ours down Prairie Band. Everybody's doing good. Potawatomis, are strong, and in our casinos.
Yeah.
Business ventures are looking good. The reses are looking good. You go around, one thing I see is a lot of, the language is being utilized. Maybe the traditional teachings, all of our Potawatomi community. So it's good to be Potawatomi. To go around and see what everybody's doing, and lots of good positive things in all the, Potawatomi country. And it's good when you travel to the other Potawatomi casinos, and they all look sharp. They stand out a little bit different from the other ones, and to see all the, all of our floral designs, and like when we walked in today, those pictures of the dancers, where we all just kind of stopped and acknowledged the beauty of everybody's, regalia and all their artwork and stuff. So that's one thing about the Potawatomis, is that artwork, that floral design is just something special. It's just beautiful, all up in Wisconsin country, and all the other, tribes, they all related. So yeah, I think we do. The Potawatomis got something special going on in the country, that's for sure.
And you recognize the graphics we had with the dancers.
That was
you've been all around country. You ain't seen that nowhere, huh?
No, and I was excited seeing the pictures. So
yeah.
I was like, when I finally stopped, we just stopped. We're like, wow, it's here. This is it. Stop, take a picture. It was like, wow.
Yeah, I was so proud of the team. We've been working so hard these last couple years to build a vision, to reimagine the property, and to continue to take Potawatomi and the brand to a whole new level. And so when you try and take them and you take a group and you build a team and you constantly push them, just like you push the drum group, man, like, look, man, we gotta be at the best. We got to get to the next level. And then they start doing things on their own, right?
Yeah.
And things start happening. You didn't even ask for anything. Then all of a sudden they say, hey, guess what? We got a surprise for you. And you're like, what? And you're just blown away. Like that. See, that's what we came to do. That was the vision.
That's something special.
You took that on your own to go up there and do a one of a kind photo shoot at Carter at the powwow that you guys won. They were set up there and taking that video with the full studio set up there, and then brought it down to our content and worked with it and put together all that beautiful regalia and artwork that you see them dancing out there. And it's that's 4K. Just like, wow, man,
it's beautiful.
So I'm glad that and I think that all the guests, when they come to see, will realize, and what we've seen in gaming is, and this because we've been around this all our lives. There hadn't been a lot of tribal leaders in our casinos.
Yeah.
For 20 years, and now individuals like myself have got 20 years of experience with the education and the degrees, and have been here at the front, and now we can sit in these positions and represent the nation and sit at the table with council and pushing things that wouldn't happen. That wouldn't have happened, right?
Yeah.
If there wasn't a native leader at the top. That's just the way these things are, man. And so for it to naturally and organically come out that way is spectacular. So I'm so glad you brought that up, because the team was, they had been working hard behind the scenes and pulled it all together, and didn't even share anything. It was just like boom. It's like, man,
it's the talk out there. Everybody wants to see it after you've seen the pictures. Like, I can't wait to see it.
So, and that's just the start, and same with the Sportsbook studio. You're one of my first real tribal interviews in here in this studio. I don't know where we're going to take this, where it's going to go.
It's amazing. That one of the best sportsbook in Indian country I've come across. Besides Vegas, there's nothing else like it.
I appreciate that, for us, we was always taught, for us and for the next generations, there's really three things that we got to protect, man, and our culture, our land, and our recognition, to have true sovereignty. Taking care of our culture in the way that you do with the drum group, and raising these individuals and showing them the way for those traditions. I know that's what carried you through times tough and strong,
yeah.
and I know it's what carried me. Me to come around that fire and be shared with that has got me through a lot of tough times.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. Just lucky that they passed that on to us and taught us how to use that and how to take care of ourselves. And that was. In my eyes too, what the way my grandmother always was. She always looking to take care of somebody. You know, and
we had good teachers. We had some good teachers growing up. I will say that.
So I think all of our fires burn strong and carry it with us, no matter where we go. And and whenever I come home, I'm always grateful to reach out and to see you guys, and that you share the knowledge and share the culture with me, and let me be a part of the nation. And it was I don't know if you remember Sharon McLean.
Yeah.
She was head of the education department, and she pulled us in, and really Potawatomis have helped me all my life.
Yeah,
so
she helped me a lot when I was growing up. I remember I twisted up my ankle in summer youth, so I didn't get to work outside with everybody else. I had to sit in the office with Sharon. So I learned a lot. Learned how to be office ready, how to talk correctly, talk to people professionally and stuff. And then after that, worked with her, in education area, and learned even more, there from her. So yeah, Sharon did good for me also.
Well, you've been one of our nation's leaders, man, and I appreciate that. The nation's strong, and the youth look great, and to continue on these traditions, man, it's guys like you out there living on the res and carrying these circles that's going to take us into the next generation. And we need everything, right? We need businessmen and doctors and lawyers, and I say that,
we do.
We need scientists, we need nurses, we need mechanics, we need engineers. So, I think all of our people, no matter where they at, hope that they always keep that fire and always find a way to come home. I know my path kind of been like this broken Mexico trail down to the Kickapoos and the Rio Grande River, man, and all the way back up into traditional Potawatomi lands, hanging with the Ojibwe and the Chippewas over here, and then across the Great Lake, and here I am, and grateful to be with the Forest County Potawatomi and the nation, their elders, their leaders, for giving me opportunity. And we've delivered one of the greatest projects in Indian country, and I think what was meant to happen happened, and I'm just so grateful to be here. And we're going to continue to take this to the next level and show everybody what we can do, just like you guys are doing on drum. We're going to do that in business and show them that these generations have been training for decades now, and we're here and we're ready to lead, and we'll do what we need to do.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, it was good having you in the studio
Appreciate
today, man. And powwow, man.
Oh,
everything.
man.
Appreciate it,
It
man.
is on.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you.
Thank you, man.
Hunting Moon, baby.
We're out, man. We'll see you later.